watching We Only Talk About Peanut Butter, the show devoted to all things made of, featuring, and flavored by peanut butter. I'm Tucker, and peanut butter is more than just a food to me, it's almost a beverage. In the video game of food, the mode for us peanutter nerds is not player versus player or PvP, but PBPB, which means please bring peanut butter. And today, we're getting into deep trouble. We're gonna be bad today, my peanut butter peers. We're gonna get grounded for 2 weeks and be forced to do summer reading homework from summers that haven't even happened yet. And we'll have no access to the tire swing on the playground. And you wanna know why? Because we're getting caught going down that aisle, everybody. The one with the snack cakes. And we're not just walking down that aisle. Serve. We're buying stuff. Stuff with negative nutritional content. Stuff that would make my mom say to me when I was a kid,
Tucker, listen, I'm not buying that for you. It's garbage, for Christ's sake.
If you couldn't tell, I'm from New England. But today I'm a grown-ass man with my own life and my own house, and she's powerless to stop me from doing... Oh, how does she do that? Crap, she's coming to my house. Okay, well, she's a worse driver than me, so let's see how long it takes her to get here. We've got 8 snack cakes and treats to taste. Let's motor through this and destroy the evidence like I did with that suspension notice I got in 9th grade for calling my English teacher buttface. I actually did that, it was awesome. Peanut butter party people, we're going to group these treats by brand and evaluate them on how well they deliver an overall peanut butter experience. So let's get into this. Actually, I lied. Before we get into the tasting, now would be a good time to subscribe. Now back to the video. First up, Little Debbie's Nutty Buddy. Diminutive Deborah is an actual real person, and other YouTubers have already done the hard work of documenting her history, so if you actually came here wanting to learn something, you're in the wrong place. And I'll leave links in the description for videos about the girl behind the iconic logo. But if you came here just to talk about her peanut butter treats, you're home, baby. And on the subject of Nutty Buddy, I want to give a shout out to the community around this channel. Viewers of We Only Talk About Peanut Butter are the best viewers in the world, and it was actually a comment from one of our gorgeous peanutters that inspired this video on snack cakes. We read your comments, we love your feedback, and when you tell us what content you want to see, we listen. Now, digging into Nutty Buddy, it's a peanut butter equivalent to sugar wafers, not unlike the wafers we reviewed by Nutter Butter in our very first episode. While Nutter Butter turned their wafers into a peanut butter spreadsheet, and trust me, that sounds better than they actually taste, Little Debbie's interpretation is more lore accurate in the tradition of sugar wafers. The wafer is what you'd expect, a nearly tasteless paper-like wafer that's there for texture and interplay with the humidity of your mouth. The peanut butter filling Debbie has going on in this is nice. It's not something that really grabs my attention, but it's fine. But then Deb takes it up a notch and dips the whole thing in a very thin coating of chocolate. The coating here is actually a good touch because it's not so thick that it takes away from the peanut butter. It just provides some good creaminess and some slightly bitter notes to contrast with the peanut butter. This really is a decent peanut butter snack option that does not taste like a spreadsheet, which is great. I do think it could use an update since other brands have a version of this treat like Reese's Sticks, which totally blows Nutty Buddy out of the water, by the way. But that being said, the good formulation of the wafer pockets and the appropriately light hand with the chocolate gives Little Debbie's Nutty Buddies an official rating of 2 nuts out of 5. Let's ask a bear named Teddy what he thought of this treat.
Like a crunchy old friend.
The next selection in this salon of snack cakes is Peanut Butter Crunch Bars, again by Little Debbie. These treats are actually a cookie bar of sorts, peanut butter filling encased by some shortbready type of cookie dipped in chocolate. It's kind of like a Twix bar with a different cookie ratio and different construction, and also Twix could never. And we'll talk about why in a later video probably. Anyway, back to the peanut butter crunch. These are frickin' delicious. Deb did us a solid with these treats because she gave us a generous pour of the peanut butter filling, which also tastes pretty delicious for something that isn't her main claim to fame. The cookie doesn't interfere with the peanut butter supremacy in this snack, and once again, the chocolate coating is just a pleasant guest star and not here to steal the spotlight. Seriously, if these are left in my house and I know about them, within 15 minutes you will find me unconscious behind the sofa after having eaten every single one of them without a shred of guilt or remorse. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's a juvenile palate, but honestly, these are so consistently good that the official rating for Little Debbie's Peanut Butter Crunch Bars is a strong 4 nuts out of 5. Teddy, lay it on us, if you will.
It doesn't crunch as much as it falls apart, but it tastes good.
Next on our safari of snack treats is Little Debbie's Peanut Butter Cream Pie. The peanut butter cream pie is the peanut butter version of Deborah's other more iconic cookie cream pie treats, the oatmeal pie or the fudge round. This one is 2 peanut butter cookies with peanut butter frosting in the middle. We probably could have included this treat in our last video on peanut butter cookies, but Little Debbie and Debbie Fields from Mrs. Fields have a long-standing feud. Sad, right? I tried to get them to cooperate. Like I was saying to Debbie Fields, you guys aren't even in the same lane. You're giving us Cool Mom, who will let you shotgun whole jars of peanut butter as long as you do it in the house. And Little Debbie is serving kindergartner conglomerate. Her lemonade stand is in Forbes magazine. Her bake sale is on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. It's very that. Anyway, I told that fake story just now to distract us from the fact that for a treat that is literally 2 peanut butter cookies held together with peanut butter buttercream, it's really not anywhere close to the peanut butter nirvana we deserve. This should have been insanely delicious, but it's really just fine. The individual cookies in an oatmeal cream pie are way better oatmeal cookies than the peanut butter cookies that Deb is trying to get away with using in the peanut butter cream pie. It just should have been better. The cookies are not great cookies and the frosting is not super stellar frosting. The whole thing is really encumbered by sugar, and I'm a sweet baby, so if I'm telling you your stuff is out of balance with regard to sugar, you have a problem. I love that this treat exists because it's not asking for permission by including chocolate or jelly as a selling point, but she really didn't produce all the depth of flavor that peanut butter can give with this snack. The lackluster cookie and less than inspiring frosting gives Little Debbie's Peanut Butter Cream Pie an official rating of 2 nuts out of 5. Teddy, give us a growl from the bear side of things.
I feel cheated.
The next station in this snack cake choo-choo train is from Drake's Cakes, specifically Funny Bones. Funny Bones are basically the chocolate peanut butter equivalent to a chocolate-dipped Twinkie. Chocolate cake with a peanut butter filling dipped in a thin layer of chocolate. I have no idea who Drake from Drake's Cakes is, nor do I know why Drake is a duck, nor do I know why these are called Funny Bones. So basically, I'm useless. But what I can tell you is that I have zero idea what bones these cakes are supposed to resemble. Maybe it's a vertebrae, a girthy clavicle, who knows? There's something that happens when you bite into one of these. The chocolate coating has some kind of viscous ingredient in it that when paired with the fat from the cake and the oil in the peanut butter buttercream makes your mouth feel really slippery and greasy. It's a nostalgic sensation that those of us who snuck behind our parents' back to eat these know viscerally. These are so greasy that if the road to the state of Nebraska was just like a slope, like a straight downhill from where I am in New England, and it was 10 a.m. on a Saturday, I could strap one of these to each of the soles of my shoes and break the frickin' sound barrier just sliding down the hill and be on time for lunch at some Nebraskan person's house without fail. That's how slippery these things feel in your mouth. They're kind of too chocolate forward for my taste, and as always, there's not enough peanut butter filling to really deliver the experience I'm looking for. So for those reasons, the official rating for Drake's Cakes Funny Bones is 1 nut out of 5. Teddy, do you have a bone to pick with us?
The outside is like a bone, and the inside is like peanut butter marrow. Yuck.
Next up in our stroll down snack cake lane is the Reese's Snack Cake by the Hershey Company. I was psyched for these because lots of other companies are already doing the iconic pairing of chocolate and peanut butter in snack cake form, and since Reese's Candies represents excellence in the melding of these two flavors, who could do it better as a snack cake, right? These treats are described as chocolate cake with peanut butter buttercream dipped in milk chocolate. The package kind of makes the crumb of the chocolate cake look nicely baked and makes the peanut butter layer look generous. However, when I bit into these, I was disappointed. The crumb of the cake is tight, really tight, like almost a cookie rather than a cake. Also, it doesn't taste that good. Also, it kind of tastes chalky. Also, the peanut butter layer is really thin, so thin that it doesn't give the taste and mouthfeel of the peanut butter we're used to in Reese's peanut butter cups. Also, the chocolate coating along with the chocolate cake make this more of a chocolate treat than a peanut butter chocolate treat, which is a huge letdown. So, bummer. These were made in Canada, so maybe the folks up there thought they should be Nanaimo bars? I don't know. And let's be honest, I've seen Nanaimo bars, which is the Canadian national dessert. Well, I've seen them with better filling distribution than these Reese's snack cakes, I'm just saying. The chocolate dominance, perplexing crumb, and scant use of peanut butter on these makes the official rating for Reese's snack cakes a surprising 1 nut out of 5. Teddy, regale us with your perspective.
What were they thinking?
Rounding the bend in this journey of snack scrutiny, we come upon Buddy Bars by Mrs. Freshly's. I'd never really heard much of this Mrs. Freshly prior to embarking on our snack sojourn, but she apparently has an array of snack cakes and treats, some of which compete with the creations of a one Little Debbie, like the aforementioned chocolate-dipped peanut butter wafer bars known as Buddy Bars. These are basically the same treat done by Little Debbie with a name that is just different enough to potentially avoid litigation. I love that. Mrs. Freshly's Buddy Bar is noticeably more on the sweet side than Nutty Buddies, and the wafer pockets are larger without becoming a spreadsheet. Both of these are fine, it's whatever. Like their competitor, Buddy Bars get an official rating of 2 out of 5 nuts. Teddy, anything to add here?
This is not my buddy.
The next snack cake we're studying is Mrs. Freshly's Deluxe Reese's Peanut Butter Cupcakes. These are a chocolate cupcake filled with peanut butter buttercream, topped with peanut butter icing and a hint of chocolate swirl. I wasn't super optimistic about these because I figured they'd skew the flavor profile to favor chocolate more than peanut butter like Drake's Funny Bones, but I was wrong. Let's also take a moment to discuss the truth in advertising that Mother Freshly is giving with her name. These cupcakes were fresh. Really nice level of moisture, nice light crumb. They didn't have a texture of a mass-produced snack cake. They were really a textural delight. Because the cake was so light and was so moist. Sorry, I know that word freaks people out, but get into it, it's cake. Because the cake was really fresh and not heavy, it kind of helped to deliver the peanut butter filling to my taste buds and made me really feel like this was a truly harmonious peanut butter chocolate treat. The peanut butter filling was nice, peanut buttery, nice balance of salt and sugar, nice hints of some kind of buttery flavoring. The peanut butter icing kind of had a weird chemical taste to it at times, which is probably due to an overuse of cream bouquet or some other flavor extract, but it didn't mess up the overall experience. I really have to give it to the Dowager Countess Freshly on these cupcakes. They're truly an unexpected delight that kind of outshines the rest of the cakes and treats we've seen thus far in this episode. The freshness of the cake, the deliciousness of the peanut butter filling, and how well they interacted together gives Mrs. Freshly's Deluxe Reese's Peanut Butter Cupcakes an official rating of 4 out of 5 nuts. A really surprisingly delicious bite. Teddy, exit your enchanted forest hiding place and deliver unto us your innermost thoughts.
Like a fluffy peanut butter pillow.
Last on our list in this snack cake celebration is the peanut butter candy cake from Tasty Cake. I have not a single clue why the use of the letter K is required here to spell the word cake. I don't think that the reality television family who names everyone in their family a name beginning with the letter K is involved, but who knows at this point? Get it? That was a K joke. Yep, I hate me too. You're welcome. The Tasty Cake peanut butter candy cake is a vanilla cake with peanut butter filling and a chocolate coating. These are not great, just to be frank. The cake is something resembling an angel food cake, but somehow a little drier, if that's possible. The amount of peanut butter filling is a hate crime, honestly, because it's so small I can't even really taste it much, to be perfectly honest, and we don't even really need to talk about the chocolate coating. I love that they wanted to do something different by not leaning on a chocolate cake with peanut butter, but the cake could be so good if they would make it more of a pound cake, or something just way more moist. Sorry, words exist for me to use. This treat would also be more exciting if there was more peanut butter in general. I know I say that about everything and I'm horribly biased, but they're not even really giving enough peanut butter for normal people, let alone the true peanut butter lover. The dryness of the cake, the fact that they use the letter K like this, just kidding, that's not even a factor. The dryness of the cake and the disappointing amount of peanut butter filling gives the peanut butter candy cake by Tasty Cake an official rating of 1 nut out of 5. All right, Teddy, give us the kick we're needing.
Peanut butter on a sponge.
So I know I made jokes earlier about my mom being a bad driver, but it actually has been a while and she's still not here, so I think I'm gonna give her a call.
Hi, doll. What's up?
Mom, where are you?
I'm at home, darling. Why?
You shaded me about buying snack cakes and then said you were coming over, so
Oh, listen. I just hit the auto reply. There's a new video from the mythical beasts I want to watch. I didn't even look at what the text said. Tucker, I'm not coming over.
You were watching Good Mythical Morning this whole time? Did you watch my last video?
No.
Mom, what the In my research on snack cakes and treats featuring peanut butter, I discovered several exciting confections that are not even yet available in all areas. So this won't be our last snack cake excursion on this channel, no. There's still miles and miles of peanut butter brick road ahead of us to skip down together, but for today, that's all the peanut butter parlay we have. Are you a peanut butter lover? Tell us about your favorite treats in the comments. Leave us a like on the video, and subscribe for more peanut butter content saturation. Thanks for watching.